Good afternoon. It's Heather Doyle Fraser, and I'm here to do our afternoon pick me up. I'm going to start by doing a reading from my book, 40 Weeks A Daily Journey of Inspiration and Abundance. I opened this book up today to week 7, day 1. Now, because it's the first day of the week, there's only one reading. See that? I know we've talked about this before, but just as a reminder, my book is separated into 4 sections, and I kind of see them as the cycles of change or transformation in the 40-week period. So there's 10 weeks of opening, 10 weeks of allowing, 10 weeks of releasing, and 10 weeks of embracing. And at any time, you may be experiencing like nuances of those pieces. And that's why I say, when you read my book, you can read it chronologically. You can read it just by going to that section that you want. Oh, I think I need more opening. You can just randomly open it like we've been doing. So there's lots of different ways. But each week, starts on a first day. And so in the design, that's how it looks. So anyway, all that aside, week 7, day 1, a time of opening. I feel the chaos in my life, and I allow the change to enfold me. I am a willing participant in my own transformation. What a beautiful perspective. I like this one for today because, as we were talking about yesterday, we are in a period of chaos right now. And there is always an element of chaos. We just maybe don't see it as much. There's always uncertainty. There's always unpredictability. But we're just in a period of time right now where it's in our face all the time, 24 hours a day. And change is always happening. But again, right now, we're feeling it. We're seeing it all the time. And I like this idea of allowing or opening to that change and being participant. So I'm going to do that today because it feels good to kind of choose to be a participant in that versus being at the mercy of something. And I thought, because yesterday we were reading about the first myth in chapter 3, which is You Are Not Alone, in our book Freedom that my husband Chris and I wrote together. I thought we would just read myth 2 today. And I think this fits with being that willing participant because myth 2 is you are weak if you feel sad when you are alone. That's a myth. And so this is why I think that being that willing participant, being able to own, you know what, I feel sad right now. That's really important to be able to choose to see that. But I digress. Let me read here. You are weak if you feel sad when you are alone. We all hurt when we feel alone. Remember, we are the most social species on the planet. It's baked into our DNA to hurt when we feel isolated from others. We all want to belong. If you're skeptical, try this experiment. I don't think anyone is skeptical right now, but I'm just going to read on. If you're skeptical, try this experiment. Ask a friend to cross their arms and pretend annoyance and then turn their back on you. Notice how just for a split second you felt a little touch of sadness or anger flare up in you, even though you asked them to do it and you knew they were playing around. These feelings are real. We would have all died in ancient times if we were cast out of the tribe. Think about this scenario for a second. You are living in prehistoric times. Something has gone wrong and you are cast out. You are fending for yourself, trying to find food, shelter, and just generally trying to survive. You fall off a cliff or outcropping and break your leg. The plain truth is that you most likely would have died. You would have needed the help of others to survive. while you were healing, and you would not be able to hunt for food to care for yourself. These feelings of fear around being cast out at one time in our ancient past meant death. Now, this does not literally mean death, but it does result in more feelings of isolation, which can feel pretty awful. We all have strong emotions of sadness, fear, or anger that show up when we feel alone, rejected, and not part of the group. This is something that none of us gets any say about, and that we all experience at times as being human beings. Remember, you are not alone. I think that is the message that I just really want to hit home today, is that, we see this all over social media. We're all in this together in different ways, but you are not alone. There is someone who is holding you in their heart, and I'm holding all of you in my heart. And it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to have these emotions. They're valid, real emotions. And and being able to see, and my husband talks about this all the time, and I think we talked about this in a earlier video, because I read it, it's in our book. When you can say hello to those emotions, when you can say, oh, hello fear, hello sadness, hello anger, you can name it. I see what's going on. This is why I'm feeling this way. Then you can begin to soothe it. Bring that soothing system online with that breathing or all of the other strategies we've been talking about. And when you bring that soothing system online, you're able to begin to calm your mind, slow down your mind, slow down your body. And then you can move towards what is important in your life. You can make those choices for, yes, I want to do this today, and this is how I want to show up, and I'm going to help people in my life in this way. Maybe just checking in on them, maybe giving them a call, maybe, I don't know, just being there, holding them in your heart. So just some things to think about, and I will see you again on Monday, and I hope you have a great weekend.